Hi guys, I'm still in my PJs. I have put my safety gear on. I've been wanting to go out and skate all day on my inlines. I just really want to just really get used to just like going forwards, because yesterday I kind of got a bit carried away and trying spins and other things, and I just want to get comfortable on going forward so then I can start getting more comfortable on one leg, because as they are artistic skates, and although I kind of feel that like although they're made like some things are made for a certain purpose, but you don't have to use them for that purpose, and these are perfectly fine for street skating, for instance. But as I don't know how much street skating I want to do in my inlines, I thought, why not try and learn some artsy artistic skating things? So I'd like to be able to get good going forward and good on one leg, so I can practice 1 foot spins. I feel that it might be easy to do 1 foot spins in my inlines once I can do them, and then hopefully I'll be able to do 1 foot spins easier in my quads. Fingers crossed. That's what I'm hoping. That's where my brain is logically trying to think about it. I still have my hives. I made a post yesterday because I got so many questions yesterday about what is harder, what is easier, inlines or quads, and I came to the conclusion in the end that you just can't tell. Like what I was saying in my video before when I got them is that you can't really tell, because once you've started skating, you've already skated on one, so you've already got experience on wheels, and you've already got experience on one that you would then obviously have a natural preference for. So unless you could like wipe your memory and document how you felt about the first one you used, then wipe your memory and then use the other one so you're brand new at skating again. Other than that, you cannot like give a fair opinion on what is easier or harder. So I really just think that just do what you want to do the most and do that one, and then if you still fancy doing the other one later on, then do that one as well and just learn that. I'll post what I said about how I feel about the 2 different types of skates. Okay, so all day I've been asked about what it's like going from quads to inlines. Is it easier or harder? I don't think there's any real way that you could actually answer that question, because as soon as you've been on one, that's the one you know better, so you're always going to kind of feel like that's easier. So I feel like quads are easier for me, but I think the best way that I can put it is it's kind of like meeting a long lost family member for the first time, and although you don't know each other, there's still like a connection there, you know? Like, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Like, there's similarities, but they're so different, so they're more like cousins than siblings. I feel that if you were going from ice skating to inlines, it'd probably be easier doing that than going to quads. But again, like ice skating's the only skate that doesn't have wheels, as far as I'm aware anyway. So going from a blade to wheels, even if they're inline, is still going to be a massive learning curve, I feel anyway. I haven't done that myself. I have ice skated like a few times in my life, but like I say, it was well over a decade ago when I was like 14 years old. Probably the last time I did it like once a year for like 3 years, so like really sporadically, and it was like for just like a day each time. It wasn't like I went somewhere for a week holiday and did skating a lot. No, it was a thing for school. We had these activity days, and it was like 3 days at the end of the year, and you got this booklet and you could choose activities, and my mum would let me do like 2 mid-range activities and 1 cheap one. So the cheap ones were normally on school property and the mid-range ones would be out. So like one year I would go to like Blue Water Shopping Centre in London and ice skating, and another year I'd do horse riding and ice skating, like and then something in the school, you know, like calligraphy or something. So I really don't have that much experience on any kind of skates. So for me, I feel it was also a different situation as well, because I'm a complete noob. But for people who've skated for years in one form or another, I've known a lot of people who said like, oh, I skated a whole bunch as a kid but haven't skated since I was a teenager. I feel a lot of that muscle memory and stuff will probably come back a bit quicker than someone who's brand new to it completely. But also I think being brand new to something completely also has its benefits as well. I remember when I did dance at college, I actually ended up being among the best ones in my class, because there was a certain few people who'd been doing it since they were like 3, and they'd picked up really bad habits that they couldn't manage to work out, and they constantly got nagged for it. And they'd say like, oh, why don't you practice with Rihanna a little bit? She doesn't have that same habit because she's only been learning from us. I think it varies from person to person and what skates you want to do. I don't think there's one that's easier than the other, if I'm honest. I think if we could do what I say you'd need to do to be able to fairly choose, I think it would probably end up being they're all something new that you're learning that you haven't done before. There's going to be a learning curve no matter what. Just keep at it and you'll get better. And that's just how I see it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go out. I'm just gonna go out in my PJs. I think I'm not gonna bother getting all fancy. Just gonna go out in my PJs, maybe just start on the slabs outside, because I am aware that I do tend to like to roll out when I go out to skate. I don't like to carry my skates and walk and then have shoes that aren't on my feet anymore. But I'm really scared. And people keep saying like, oh, it's easier to inline over like street rocks and stuff. But I'm so scared of my slabs outside my house. And you know that I like skating slabs now. I've got so used to them, but that's in my quads. And I feel like I don't feel as sturdy in my inlines. So I want to go outside and practice in my square, I think, where the inline, where the slabs are on my inlines, and see how I get on. So just like a little practice for day 2. So let's see how that goes. Okay, Bear. Okay, so let's give this a go. The weather forecast says it's going to rain for like the next week, so I really wanted to get out today, even though it looks like it's going to rain at any minute today, so we'll see. Ooh, I'm so scared to walk out. Oh my god, it is so weird walking on your toe stops and inlines. It's not the same. There's still not as much balance. I don't know how people balance easier on inlines. It's not sturdy. It's like saying like, oh, a car would work better with only a line of wheels. Oh god, freaking spider on here, tiny one. Like for real. Three-wheeler cars fall over enough. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I didn't put my wrist guards on. Okay, the slabs are easier to go over, smoother to go over. But I still don't find the balance easier. So my goal is, I need to be able to roll out of my house on my inlines. And it's that hill that scares me. So I'm thinking I should start practicing it a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh. So I'm just going to start working my way up the hill and coming down it. Woo! So the problem's going to come when I start getting faster coming down it. So I want to get used to the gradual speed increase and get rid of this log. It's about halfway. Oh, my legs are aching. Bit further than halfway. Staying low because I haven't got my wrist guards. Oh my god. Nearly to the top. Oh my god. It's scary. more twigs and stones. So close to the top. Hero. Oh, this is fast. I'm getting increasingly more anxious about how high up I go. Every time I come down it gets faster. So I'm getting really scared, but I'm so close to the top. I'm conflicted whether I should go all the way or not push my luck, especially now this one's come out to get in my way. Maybe I should just stick to skating on the cracks for now. I'm trying to get back up. Look at all these twigs and that you've put on the floor making your nests.
No, I want to start a fire.
Oh, you're going to light a fire, were you?
Because you are too cold.
You should have gone inside. How are you so cold this week? It's so hot. You were moaning that it was too hot outside. Don't go up there. I've got hiccups. Shoot. Teasing me. Yes, I hiccup like a cartoon character. What about it, huh?
It's funny.
So I would not have wanted to get caught like that when I was coming down the hill before. I would have definitely planted my face. I'm going to have to go in because Mitzi is not going to let me record or skate. So she's going to go in, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to have to see you after the rainfall because I don't really fancy wearing these inside the house. It feels like you travel so much further. I don't know what I could do in the house. So I kind of feel like these are outside only. We'll see. Let me just show you the ground I'm skating on right now though. Right, time to go in. I'll see you later guys. Wish me luck. Oh my god, this is so scary. Bye!
Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your